All right, folks, we're out here in some really deep water, about 100 to 110 feet of water. Middle of the summer, it's hot, and we're gonna be downlining for some catfish. I got these new rods from Catfish Pro. I'm trying out. They're medium action. I'll let you see them really good once it gets daylight. We're out here before sunrise, well before sunrise. You can see it's a beautiful morning. Got fish blowing on top of the water out here. There's a bunch of hybrid bass in here. There's catfish, there's spotted bass, there's everything. So we're gonna get these rods baited up. I'll walk you through what I'm doing and see what works. Boat board bait cooler ready to go. Got us some various types of chicken that we're trying here. And we got us some cut bait. We got a little variety. One of them's gonna be this good old crappie. A big thanks to Daniel from the guide trip yesterday for, they weren't keeping fish, so I got to keep some. Oh, we got some red Jello. What flavor is this, you may ask? Well, it's some cherry. Tell you what we'll do. We're gonna put, that's more than a piece there. We'll cut that one in half. Let's do this. Strawberry cherry Jello, cut bait, starboard side Jello, starboard Jello, cut bait on this side. All right, get a piece of this on there. Hopefully y'all can see this. Like I said, I'm out here super early. There's probably gonna be a crowd today. Gonna get these dropped down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Eating right there. That's a good fish. That's a good bite. Finally, took a little while. Took a little while to get hit. Medium action rod. That was on the cut bait, down about 20 feet. Nice fish. This action is perfect for these fish. Stiff enough to set the hook. Get enough flex to play with. There we go. Trying to keep him out of this other line I got down here. Let's take this one to the back. Okay, good fish, good fish. Good show what the action is on this rod too, guys. Boom. Again, this was on cut bait. There he is, good looking fish. He's nettable. I'm digging the rods. I'm digging the rods. Bang. In the net. In the net. Heck yeah. Boom. Perfect hook set. Catfish Pro hook right in the corner of the mouth. That's a good looking blue cat right there, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful sunrise color on it. Nice looking fish. Back alive. All right, so fish number one came relatively quick. I always think I'm supposed to catch them right when I get here, but it doesn't always happen. Time of day has a little bit to do with this. So these baits are being fished. I'm starting out here before the sun gets super high in the sky, up kind of toward the top. A lot of the fish are oriented towards the top, as is the bait. And I'm kind of putting some baits in that area. That's probably going to change as the sun gets up higher in the sky. It's probably going to push everything down, and we'll be going a lot deeper with the lines, but that's kind of where everything's at for now. Got one going. Boom. Deeper line, deeper line. I dropped this one down a little bit deeper. I didn't get bit real good right at sunrise. Couple of bites. Fish were up shallower, but they're starting to pull down deeper now that the sun's up. Amazing how that happens. Good eater size blue. Good eater. Actually, that is a big channel catfish. That is a nice channel catfish. Heck yeah. We don't get them like that much anymore. Nice channel cat. Good healthy, thick fish. Nice one. Back alive. Well, boom, there's another fish. It took a little while to get to that one, or so it seemed. I kind of made a pull through here. Sun got up above the trees, and boom, had one hit. So That one a little bit deeper. One of the rods that's a little bit further down. So they're both been on cut bait so far. I've got some crappie baits out on one side of the boat and the chicken on the other. Chicken hadn't produced a fish yet. I ain't had a bite on the chicken yet. I've had a couple of bites on the crappie. Had one pull off, but nothing hooked up yet. Fish look like they're starting to go a little bit deeper, so I'm probably going to adjust some of my baits here in a second and go deeper as they move down. All right, guys, got one buried here. Boom. He really got one going here too. We're just going to stop the boat right here. There's a good little test of that rod. I can see what the action looks like on this dragonfly rod. These are the glow in the dark rods that no batteries, no black lights, nothing fancy. They just glow in the dark. Obviously it's not dark here today. Hot day of coming. We got the good day to stay hydrated, get out of the sun. I'm gonna have the bimini up here in a minute. This one stayed down pretty good. Oh yeah, maybe we're onto something here. Like I said, I got another one on behind me. Just playing with this rod a little bit just to see how that action is. I do like it. I do like the fact that it is a medium action. There he comes. The Element Net Cam. Got another one. This big boy unhook and get the net free. Perfect hook set right in the corner of the mouth. Heck yeah. Again, this one on cut bait. Looking male blue. Heck yeah, beautiful color. I love how dark they get up here in this deep water. Clear water. Clear water. Nice fish. Back alive. Boom, there's another one. It's a little pocket of fish I came across right here. I've got I got a fish on this other rod over here. I'm gonna go check it here in a second. He's swimming around out here. Fish are pulling deeper. Those are lines that I had dropped into some deeper water. Again, these have been on the cut bait so far, so that's saying something. But fish are going deeper. I think I'm gonna have to set all my lines deeper. I'm gonna keep a couple of the free lines up high, just in case there's something up feeding. You never know where these fish are going to be in the water column here. So let me go check this other fish and get it in. All right, let's see what we got on this other rod. Trying to stay in this one little area. I got two biting fish. Don't know if it's the location or just that one fish bit. And the other one said it's time to eat. We'll find out if we get any more. Yes, sir. Boom, in the net. Back, we'll punch a waypoint. That's a smaller one, good eater size. We'll just keep them to eat. That would be the size to have. Right there. The old cut bait special. Boom. There we go. Good eater size blue cat. Nice one. Back alive. All right, guys, there is another one. There was another one on that line. They hit right at the same time. And, you know, I don't know if they're feeding together. I came through a school, a pack, whatever you want to call them, but two of them back to back. A little difference in size there, but good fun fishing. Finally getting to see and get a good feel for the action on these rods too. And I like them. I like the medium action rods. They're perfect for this. And feel good. Like the trigger grip there on that aluminum reel seat's pretty nice on these Catfish Pro rods. So we're gonna keep moving through here. I kind of got an area here where I've got a cluster of fish that I've caught, and I'm throwing some waypoints down. So I'm gonna kind of work it for a little bit and see what happens. And so far, we'll see if we can get one on the chicken. All right, guys, so I got one going upstream. This is a free line I put out. Yeah, that's gotta be a fish. Boom. Hooked up. I put out some free lines. Little weight on them. I don't know what hit this thing. I'm not sure this fish knows he's hooked yet. Damn, he knows he's hooked now. There we go. Yeah, I just threw the boat in the neutral there. That's good eater blue. The old Element fish cam on. Boom. This one kind of came up toward the top. Like I said, these, I'll show you these rigs here in a minute. Get out of this flurry of fish. Get this over here. My Catfish Pro pliers out. Heck yeah. Boom. Another good looking blue. Love that dark color. This is gin clear water up here, guys. A lot of light penetration. These blues go dark. Good one. So what I got on this rig is just a free line. I've got my main line tied into a swivel. It's got a little bitty split shot on there, just a small split shot, just to keep it down. And then just a piece of leader material, almost like a Carolina rig, except without a sliding sinker. I've got some chicken on this side. That's what that last fish on the top came on. And then on the other side, I've got the cut bait, and I got a free line out on that side. Nothing's hit it yet. So just a little something to cover everything in the water column. And all I do is just chunk this out behind the boat and then give it a lot of line. And it just kind of floats through there wherever it wants to float. So the boat's moving, it'll pick up in the water column. We throw the boat in the neutral, it goes down in the water. All right, finally got a fish on the chicken, and it was a free line bait, not one that was actually down. So that's kind of interesting. It did come when I threw the boat into neutral, and I was just basically floating. So those baits could have sank at that point. So yeah, it's good fun fishing, and you know, we'll see what happens here as the sun gets up higher in the sky. I think these fish are going to drop deeper and deeper and deeper, and we'll probably be catching them out of 30-40 feet of water soon. So sit back and enjoy the chase. Guys, this may be the new trick. I just let cast this one out and let out a bunch of line, and it just fell through the water column, and bam, I'm hooked up. That's kind of interesting. He's into this other line. This is another one on the free line. I'm trying to think if I put cut bait onto this one. I'm gonna have to look and see. I think I put chicken back onto it, but I just let it fall. Kind of wasn't paying attention, to be perfectly honest. By the way, Wind Rider shirts. I finally got a hooded one. Y'all see me use some of these in a video one time without a hood, and I said I need hooded ones. I got the hoods today. It's gonna be 100 degrees and about 110 degree heat index. You need as much protection from the sun as you can get. These things feel good. He is on top of the water. Probably into another line here. I wish I remembered which bait I put on here. I started to switch over to some cut baits just because of every fish, but I think this was still piece of chicken on there. Boom, good fish, good fish, good fish. Good fish. That's two on the suspended baits. That's kind of nice. Or the free line baits. Got hooked right in the bottom of the mouth. Probably because he had all the time in the world to eat it. Good eater size fish. Footballs. These are healthy fish up here, guys. Healthy fish. Another nice one. It's back alive. There you go. Boom, got another one going. This is on the chicken side, believe it or not. They swapped out baits too soon. I put that last one back out with chicken. Pretty sure that's what it was. And then this one went off. This was a down line. I'm digging action on these rods, guys. I'm gonna go to this side of the boat. Perfect action for these fish. Perfect action for these fish and this style of fishing. Got him. Throw a waypoint. We're kind of into a little cluster. There's an area here where I'm getting bit for some reason. And we'll take it. Nice fish. Good eater. Again, this one's on chicken. I'll say chicken's not always the bait for all occasions. And I was starting to wonder out here because they're probably not feeding on mussels, but maybe they are. I don't know. But they've hit it at least 3 times. So we'll take it. Good fish. Love that dark color. Back alive. That one's getting ready to go. Boom. He's go. He's still on there. Yep. Hooked up. Hooked up. And he come up off the bottom, it looks like. I seen a fish coming up down there from way deep. Nice blue. He's gonna be nettable. Boom. Honestly, as soon as I stopped the boat, I thought I had something hitting on that crappie. I had that whole crappie out there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Loving the action on these rods, guys. Perfect for my style of fishing, especially here. Oh, come on, come on. Dang, got him in the net. Got here. Good eater. Hook popped out right there at the boat. There we go. Come here. Here's the eater size blue cat there. Love that color. Love that color. Back alive. So the rigs I'm running on the down lines, those are the baits that are suspended straight underneath the boat. It's just a Carolina rig. I probably got 2-ounce sinkers. There may be one with a 3-ounce sinker. I'm trying to keep them as vertical as possible, just so I can control the depth, see the depth, and see it on the sonar screen. And 5/0 hooks, nothing super big, 50-pound leaders, just tied to a swivel egg sinker on there. I think one of them may have a no roll sinker, I'm not sure, but the free lines are nothing but just a literally a main line tied to a swivel, tied to the leader line, and then a little pink stone split chop just to keep the bait down. So nothing complicated, nothing super crazy. It's just a matter of hitting the depth that the feeding fish are at, you know, before sunrise. Couldn't really dial anything in. I think a lot of stuff was up shallower, feeding on some of the cut bait. Not cut bait, but live bait that was up there, and I think stuff's starting to push down now, and I think that's why we're getting a little more of a consistent bite. But it's a fun way to fish. If you're in a deeper reservoir where you're getting into some 80, 90, 100, 120, 140 feet of water, it's a good way to catch fish. It's a fun way to catch fish if you can beat the heat of summer.